What's up? Sniper Doofus is back with another weekly recap. If this is your first time just watching this video and this series, then what happens is I just go over the trades I took for the week, the trades I missed, and my feelings and emotions during the trades. Also, I'm not a financial advisor, trade at your own risk, and also there's something else I need to say, but it's kind of slipping my mind. Also, I stream my weekly analysis on Twitch at 9 PM Sunday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, so that'll be like here, Sunday, you know. And that's really it, so let's just head into the video. So, around 2 weeks ago, I had a really bad week of trading, and I lost heaps of money relative to the account size. My account size is actually really small, because I'm just a broke ass 18-year-old. And so I lost a bit of confidence in my trading ability, and then I started bringing these Fibonacci retracement lines or whatever, just to kind of add some more confluence to my trades. And this week I only placed 2 trades, except I was doing a few tests on this Fibonacci. So as we can see, I lost confidence, and then the ways that I was trying to bring it up was by doing some testing instead of actually placing trades. So I did some testing, I got my confidence back from the testing, and then I placed 2 trades. One trade went well, and the other trade just kind of didn't go as well, but it was still alright because I closed my risk. I closed the losing trade early, so I didn't really lose too much. So now you guys probably want to know what the actual trades were, and let's just get into it. Alrighty, so heading into the first trade, I will state I was doing some strict experimenting on this pair, and I was doing it for science and for research, and what that was not placing a stop loss and simply just placing a take profit. So let's get into this trade. The first trade I took, or the first trade I closed this week, was this one. Yep, it was this one at on CHF JPY, and it was I entered in here. So looking at this pair, I can see that this overall trend was going up, but it was strictly for this little section here, it was going down, so I just took that most recent trend into consideration here. So sorry, just scratching my eye. So if we now zoom in, we can see that as it was coming down, it breaks this support and then comes back to retest. So on this break, I'll just delete that Fibonacci chart, and I'll just try and move this one across like that. Okay, so now if I put in my Fib chart from this section down to this area here, as that's the most bottom, we can see that I entered in here because I was like, oh, it's only going to go up to this 0.5 and then go down. But the thing is, I was impatient, and so that was the problem there. Simply, I was waiting. I should have, and I knew I should have, waited for it to hit up to this 0.5 and then placed an entry at this 0.5 level, or even up here. Normally when I'm using this Fib chart, I want to aim for it to be in between this 0.5 to 0.61 area, and that would allow me for the best entry. As we can see on this pair, if I had moved this up, so if I just move up this tool to around the halfway in between, and let's say I would probably just have like 40 pips down to this market structure, we can see that after I enter there would be a slight drawdown into the negative, and it would go straight down and hit my take profit after about 7 hours. And that's like 7 hours of doing nothing. Anyway, I'll just close that tab and bring it back up, so I'll be with you shortly. So if we head into, let me just close these ads, I don't even pay for TradingView. So if we go into the reason why I took this trade here, it was because I didn't actually place a trade on here, but I did live test it. So I can see that it did come down, break this support, came all the way down to this previous resistance line over here. If we just go look over to the left, then we can see that it bounced off and came back up to here. So now I use my Fib chart from this level down to this most bottom level, and I was looking for the golden zone, which is in between this 0.5 and 0.6. if we put our entry there, then we can see I would have put in my my entry there, my take profit here, and I would have bagged 48 pips. And because I didn't actually place that trade, it made me greedy and want to take another position in order to gain my money. So then on this pair I took it without a stop loss, which is so dumb, but at least I got lucky and it closed with that 15.2 pips profit. So just adding in these fib charts while testing, it did give me more confidence. So next week I'll be looking to place more trades based off of the inclusion of these fib charts, and hopefully I can end this week on a green and hit my personal target. So let's head into the next pair, and then after I go over the next pair, I'll go over the trades that I missed despite it having a good setup and all that sort of stuff. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so heading into the second trade, taking a look at it right now, I can see that I shouldn't have placed this trade. Hindsight is always 20/20, and so that's something you're not looking for. But the reason why, looking at this chart right now, I can see I shouldn't have placed this trade is because I could see it was losing its upwards momentum by it coming back down here and dropping below this previous support line. So that there is a sign that it was losing its upwards momentum, and I should have waited for some more confirmation of a rejection of this level, and possibly some more uptrend structure, and look for it to break this high. So let's get into what happened on this trade. So I entered in around after this pip here, so like here, because I saw it come all the way down to here, and then I saw it come back up, and then it came up to here. So I was like, okay, this might be a cool trade. And then also on this pair, what I did was the trade was coming down all the way down to here, it missed, and as this trade was coming back up, I ended up closing it at around 12 pips loss, which was only like nothing for me really. And so this pair, it wasn't really too good, as it did break some structure here, so it did lose momentum. And then if we just zoom over here, it's really choppy. So this here is a trade I shouldn't have taken. If we go take a look at the trades that I missed, you'll see the setups are really good. Now I know that I'm showing you guys these in hindsight, so you guys may think that I actually just put this in after, such as going like this. Oh, you guys should have just placed a trade like this and entered in here. But if you guys want to see me actually analyze pairs, then just check out my Twitch. Let's see. You guys can actually just check out my Twitch over here. And you can see me literally analyze some pairs. You can see this was the losing week, so if you guys want to go watch the losing week, I mean, by all means, but you guys can go do that. So this pair, it wasn't that good. I did include the fib chart just to gain some more familiarity from the F word, but not that F word, but like familiarity, you know what I'm saying. Alright, I'll just type it in, okay? I'll edit in somewhere like around here. Anyway, so that was that trade. So now we'll head into the trades that I missed, and I didn't really miss these trades, right? So the thing was with this trade, I was simply just becoming used to adding the Fibonacci charts, such as this, or even in a downtrend like this. And so that was something I was just learning and implementing, and so I was doing a bit of testing, and on these pairs I did place them, but because I just wanted to see how the trades would work and how they would go, I didn't actively place the trades. But seeing as most of the trades that I did use with my fib charts that were according to my structure and my strategy, they did go well. And so as I look forward into my trading journey, I will be looking for the inclusion of these Fibonacci charts. So let's just get into it. Alright, so guys, I just marked up these little tabs here on the side, and it's just going over the pairs where I did the analysis with the inclusion of these fib charts here, just so that I could become more comfortable with it. And now we'll just go through, because we can see these are recent, we'll just go through with them, and we'll show you guys basically how many pips I could have bagged if I actually placed these trades. So heading into the future, I guess, this is just what I'm gonna try and perfect, is basically my entries using these fib charts. and just improving my trading as a whole. So if we take a look here at this USD JPY, also guys, this is basically my whole strategy, so you don't actually need to like look at anything else, but this is really it. So I can see that it's going in this overall downtrend, and then I can also see that if we look here from this level down to here, I can see that it breaks this support level, it comes back, retests it, so it's still going in a downtrend, and then I can see the same thing happen here. So the market structure is remaining strong, so it breaks this support level once again, and then it comes all the way down to this level, and then comes and retests this key level. So I can see it's retesting this key level, and then now if we use the fibs, so I'll just delete the fibs and put them back in, from this high up there, let me just get that, from to this low, because that's where it was placed. Like this is with the lowest low that just previously happened before the retest, so we'll just place that like that, and then we can see that this 0.5 level and this 0.61 level, they both are basically aligned at this key level, and we can see on this retest we could have entered here with basically zero drawdown, and instantly it just goes and hits a take profit after 4 hours here, and that would have been 54 pips back. So that's basically the whole strategy, and I'll see if I can just find one that's going in an uptrend. If we just have a quick look, there's another one here in the downtrend, here's one in an uptrend. So I think I actually did this one on stream maybe like a week or 2 weeks ago. These are, let's just have a look, what's the date of that, 21st, so that would have been last week or whatever. But let's just take a look at it. So we can see it's in this overall uptrend, it breaks this resistance line, and this is the highest point that it comes to before coming back down and retesting this key level. So then you want to place your Fibonacci chart from the previous support, so down here, all the way to the newest high, so that's up there, and then I can see here that my 0.5 level aligns with this key level. So as it comes back, we can see that it starts to reject this level a little bit, and we would have entered after seeing that rejection at the 0.5 level, and also that it's at the key level as well, and the overall trend is in an uptrend, so we would have placed a buy, and we can see here that's another 66 pips. So if we just take a look there, that's 54 pips. Then we'll take a look at this one here, that's 54 pips again, so that's already 108 pips. Then we can see here 66 pips. We can see here this is another 61 pips that I could have bagged, and we can see here there's another 47 pips. So using this strategy, it has worked out really well for us. If we did it again here, let me just move up where my entry should have been really, and I just placed it probably around this previous market structure. So around there I'd be happy with. We can see that after it's entered, it would have been in a little bit of a drawdown, not too much, wouldn't have hit my stop loss, and that there would have been another 40 pips. So we can just see that out of like whatever that was, maybe 6-7 trades, the only one that failed on that was this, and we could have actually identified this, because if we take a look, we can see that this market structure here and this overall uptrend is becoming weaker as it breaks the structure here by going below this support, breaking this resistance again, and then breaking the support again. So it's not consistently creating higher highs and higher lows, and so therefore we should have just waited for it to determine the real trend. Anyway, that's just going to be this weekly recap, the stuff I learned, the stuff I was doing, and the reason why I didn't take that many trades was because I was doing the testing on these pairs. So guys, I'm just doing the editing of this video, it's basically done. I'm just recording this outro. This is just going to be to let you guys know that you guys can message me, preferably on Discord, Twitter or Instagram, or in the comment section down below. Just letting you guys know, and I just want to know how you guys feel about the editing in the videos and that sort of stuff if you do watch, and just let me know how it is. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are just learning some stuff as I get better at trading Forex, and you guys might be able to learn something here and there. So that's just going to be it for this week's recap. Thanks.